Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 12, magnetism. In day-to-day life we have aware about magnetic materials. So what is this magnet? Actually this magnetism, it is the attracting magnetic substance like iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. will get attract towards the magnets. And what is magnet? it These are the body which possess the property of magnetism are known as magnet. So a magnetic pole, as we know, there are magnet which gives the south pole, north pole, and when any magnetic substance come across this one, they will get attract towards this. Then from this, a magnetic pole is a point near the end of magnet, that is this one and this one, end of magnet, where magnetism is concentrated. So when material will be at this one position, they will not get attract towards this middle point, but when that magnetic substance like iron is present at the end point of the magnet, they will get attract towards the pole, and that is nothing but magnetic pole for that magnet. And as we know, our earth is a natural magnet which gives the south and north, and it active the magnet to the human body also. So the region around a magnet in which it exerts forces on other magnets and on objects made of iron is magnetic field. That is, when any magnetic substance like iron come across the magnet, it will apply the force on that magnetic substance like iron, and that region around magnet is known as magnetic field. So here, as we have studied in electrostatic, as there is electric field which gives the lines of force for that electric charges, same there will be line of force for magnetic field. So let's study about it. So magnetic lines of force and magnetic field. Here magnetic lines of force originate from north pole and end on the south pole of bar magnet. Bar magnet, it is just a simple rectangle bar magnet where we get the south and north pole, and that magnetic lines of force originate from the north side, north pole, and end on the south pole. So the magnetic lines of force, its property we have to study here. First property, the magnetic lines of force of a magnet or solenoid form closed loops, and this is in contrast to the case of an electric dipole, where the electric lines of force originate from the positive charge and end on the negative charge without forming a complete loop. So this is the first property of the magnetic lines of force, that is, as in case of electric dipole, where electric lines of force originate from positive charge to negative charge, end on the negative charge. Here, in case of magnetic lines of force, it will originate from north pole, end on the south pole. Then the direction of the net magnetic field, that we show by the vector B, magnetic field, at a point is given by the tangent to the magnetic line of force at that point in the direction of the line of force. So it will be just a tangent to the magnetic line of force when there will be bar magnet north and south pole. It will give the magnetic field around it, and this tangent to that line of force will be magnetic field. The magnetic lines of force do not intersect, and this is because had they intersected, the direction of magnetic field would not be unique at that point. So these are the some properties of line of force. Now come towards the density of that lines of force, that is the number of lines of force per unit area normal to the surface around a particular point determines the strength of the magnetic field at that point, and the number of lines of force is called as magnetic flux, which is shown by the phi. SI unit of magnetic flux is Weber, which is W should be capital WB. For a specific case of uniform magnetic field which is normal to the finite area A, the magnitude of magnetic field strength B at a point in the area A is given by magnetic field is given by magnetic flux upon area, that is phi by A. So from this magnetic flux which having unit Weber and area that we can measure in terms of meter square, so unit of this magnetic field is Weber per meter square, or you can write it as Tesla, and in terms of 1 Gauss it will be 1 Tesla equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. So this is about the magnetic lines of force. Just go through it and write down these properties of magnetic lines of force. Thank you.